All right, good morning. We are live for our replay. So I just wanted to make sure that everybody got the updates from yesterday. I know there was a lot going on, especially with Fusion being down, Hub being down, and all that good stuff. Today it should be fixed. So we may encounter some, technical issues this morning, but try your best. Sometimes technology works, sometimes it doesn't, right? And our customers definitely understand. We just have to have a good attitude about it. More updates from yesterday. We will start to reduce the hours for hours of operation for some of you. Starting with Sundays, some offices will begin to be closed for this upcoming schedule that we're making. So please make sure to work on your schedules with the updates as of yesterday. If you haven't done so, please have that done first thing this morning. Sundays, the stores that will be closed will be Tyler, Raymondville, Alamo, Southmost, and the Customer Care Center. So please make your team aware. They may have to handle some incoming calls. Based on our review yesterday, there is not enough calls coming in into the CCC on Sundays. It's very, very minimal. So make sure that your team knows how to look at things on CMC, how to check stimulus payments, because that's pretty much all the calls that we get. Now, I know David said that he told you guys on Wednesday about reducing hours for the people that are in your locations. So yesterday I was working more or less on a formula. We did spend a lot of money on payroll this Friday, well, yesterday, and it was a little excessive, to be honest. So with that being said, I was able to figure out more or less a formula to how to make our stores profitable. I will tell you, some stores paid out more in payroll than they generated in revenue for those 2 weeks. So what we just so that you guys understand, what we're trying to do is make sure that one store that is low performing is not sucking the money out of another store, because then that impacts two different teams. So we want to make sure that if there is something that, a store is not producing where it needs to be, that we don't let that consume the rest of the team, because that's going to impact it in the long run. We're not going to be able to keep all the people we want and so forth. So we have to run profitably. So go ahead and write this down so that way you can have more or less a formula for how to schedule your people moving forward. Top performers, those top performers, that's going to be either your assistant, your lead preparer, your go-to person. That person should be anywhere between 30 to 35 hours. And of course, depending if it's a busy store, then they'll be at the 40. The good performers, that's like okay, I can have you do returns, but I can't really count on you to open the store, close the store, watch the store while I'm at my manager training. Those people will get anywhere between 20 to 25 hours a week. And then the CXP, as we know, they're not bringing in as much value as they need to, so we should be allotting those payroll hours to our tax pros. Tax pros are knowledgeable, they know how to do stuff. They may need a little bit of additional training, right? But that's on you guys. So CXPs and what we like to call the people that keep the seats warm, which those really need to start going if they're not bringing in value. Those people should be anywhere between 10 to 15 hours. So CXPs during the busy times, and then the other people, maybe your weekend person, or maybe they have another job. So, don't try to give them more hours because they have a different opportunity. Give it to your top performers. So that's what we really want you guys to focus on. Does anybody have any questions on schedules? No? All right. So just so you guys know, that way you guys can start preparing. On Easter Sunday, all of the company will be closed. So everybody will be off on Easter Sunday. And the last thing I want to cover for today is yesterday, they also sent out an email on the auto licensing. That is our heavy push, as you guys know, after tax season. That is what helps the stores generate revenue. So the limited lines book, there will not be a course because it's such an easy class. All they need to do is read it once and they can go and pass their test. So that's up to you guys. If you guys want to keep your staff, you guys have to get them licensed. It has to come from you guys, because if they hear it from us, they're just going to say, well, my manager didn't tell me to do anything. So it has to come from you guys. Push them to get licensed because it will be a condition of employment as we continue to do more auto insurance. So I'm going to go ahead and end it with that, and I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Ms. Ruth.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Today we have 17 appointments on our calendar scheduled, And other than that, you know, just piggybacking on what Ms. Karen was covering today about the reduced hours, we have made the changes on our CRM so that the availability is reflected as such, and you don't have appointments when you're not going to be open for business. Same thing for PCS, the, you know, the phone system. Whenever you're not going to be there, it's going to be routed straight to voicemail. We will continue to get those voicemail messages, and we will continue to get those Basecamp to-dos when a voicemail is left. So you could still take a look at that, even though you're out of the office and you have access to Basecamp and your computer, and your tablet, or your phone. You'll be able to see those just in case you need to take care of anything that may be a little bit urgent, or you're waiting on somebody to respond to something, anything in that matter. So again, Miss Karen did mention, but customer care center will be closed on Sundays going forward. We'll be looking into also reducing some hours in the call center. I believe we have enough so that we can cover all hours of operation outside of Sundays. So we'll be letting you know in case, you know, we have to reduce even further more than that, like we don't get many calls in the evening or many calls in the morning part. We'll be just, you know, updating you as we find out more. We're doing a research right now, pulling out how many calls are coming in the morning and the evening, and, you know, certain parts of the day. But we'll let you know otherwise, so that you can be prepared. And just, you know, let us know if you have any questions. You know, we are doing we are still updating the reports every day. I believe some of the reports are down this morning. We were able to pull up some of the funded customers and some of the file customers as of this morning. But as soon as that report is available on the Zenith, we'll be updating that, and the messages will be going out. So messages will continue to go out even when we're closed, maybe sometimes. So just an FYI. But those are, you know, automatically scheduled. But let me know if you run into any hiccups, or if you have any questions or anything I can help you with. And that's all I got this morning. So next we can go with, back to you, Ms. Karen.
All right, guys. So go ahead and work on schedules this morning. Work on training your staff as we get into the different lines of business. Something that I haven't seen a lot is health insurance policies. I'm not quite sure why we're going to talk about that at our Wednesday training. It's a very easy product to sell. It's very good commissions, and we're just not seeing a lot of it. I don't know if it's because maybe you guys are really busy. So I'll be training you guys on Wednesday on how to quote, how to get your team to quote, how to generate the leads, and how to just, you know, have a good process, because it's so easy. We have their tax return, we have date of birth, we have socials, we have addresses, we have income. So, you know, we could be running these quotes for these customers and, you know, getting the sell on the spot. It just may be you guys are not as comfortable because you haven't used it in a while. So I'll be taking care of that on Wednesday with you guys. So please, if you can, bring a computer, a laptop, or a tablet, or something that's pretty desktop friendly. That way we can teach you Health Sherpa. George is going to be training PNC that day as well. So I'm sure he's going to want you guys to run quotes. So bring your laptops or your iPads or your tablets, whatever you use. It'll be a good training. I think we just need to get you guys to push a little bit more. Maybe you forgot how to generate the lead or how to ask for the sell. So what you guys need to start doing for health insurance is the prices will drop for everybody April 1. So anybody that's come in with a 1095A, we're gonna have to rewrite them if they want to have the price decrease. So write that down. If they want their premium to decrease, we have to rewrite the policy, which is really a benefit towards us, because if they're already our client, well, yeah, it sucks to have to redo it. But if they're not our customer, which in most cases, they're not your health insurance client, all you really have to do is the application's already in there. All you have to go in there is update basically the date of enrollment. You get credit for it, and now you get paid for it. So it's going to be really, really good. So we got to make sure that you guys are comfortable with that. So like I said, we'll do that on Wednesday. It's very, very easy. I can send you guys a Loom. It's very simple. I can send you guys the link as well. It's very, very easy. But does anybody have any questions? Going once?
the
Yes.
health insurance, can you send that link just to like get quotes?
Yeah, definitely. And you guys can actually, if you don't have your health Sherpa yet or something's going on, you guys can actually enroll through that link and just put it into the enrollment log and get credit for it as we get everything tweaked over or whatever the situation is. So I'll send that over in the chat right now, along with the replay. Any other questions?
You said the decrease is going to be coming for in April the 1st. Is that only for the people with unemployment or is that in general?
Everybody.
Okay.
Now, I will give you guys another little secret. Anybody that is eligible for unemployment in 2021 will basically have a zero premium healthcare plan. So that's going to be huge. They're still tweaking all that information because they're going to qualify at a certain poverty level, no matter how much money they make, which I don't even think they know how to get that formula yet because it's going to be a little tricky. But it's going to be pretty cool. So it's going to be a lot of customers. So you guys need to get comfortable with offering it because if you don't, somebody else is going to take your money. We have agents on this call that make hundreds of dollars extra a month just with their health insurance enrollments on this call. So let's make sure that that's for everybody. You guys have a lot of clients that come in through your doors. You guys know a lot of people on social media that maybe don't do taxes with you. So they can become your health insurance customer, your auto customer, and they come back and do their taxes with you. So I'll send that over to you guys and have a great day. If you guys need anything, send